Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to express my gratitude to Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who has given us so much blessings and guidance, leading us to get the right way and become the better version of ourselves day after day. In today's situation, where the pandemic of COVID-19 spread widely, Indonesia faces a difficult yet challenging condition. On one side, the government has programs that need to be accomplished, but on the other side, the situation gives us boundaries and limitations. The title of my speech is, We Are a Great Nation, a big country with a huge ambition. And I would like to open this with a quite popular quote related to my speech here, delivered by Arnold Schwarzenegger, that seems really relevant with today's condition. Strength doesn't come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Ladies and gentlemen, since March 2020, all our activities are limited due to the pandemic situation. The decrease in production level of factories leads to a scenario we do not imagine before. We could see layoffs everywhere, here and there. News travel all around the country, bringing sorrow and pain. The government was facing a big dilemma in the beginning of the second semester 2020. In order to achieve the expected goals of revenues, the economic activities must be driven. Meanwhile, the switch on button option would make the spreading level of COVID-19 most uncontrollable. For centuries, our nation has experienced a lot, from small ones to big ones. Problems could be solved not only by our abilities, but also by the will of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. We must struggle and thrive, continue our journey, gain some experience points in order to step higher to the next level. Ladies and gentlemen, Indonesia is a big country with a big demography. It has 270 million strong population, live across 17,508 islands, from a dense variety of religions, ethnics, and educations. It's an advantage we have to gather a lot of ideas and put them into action to get the result we want. On May 9, 2020, the government issued Peraturan Pemerintah Nomor 23 Tahun 2020 that regulated the National Economic Recovery Program. This program consists of a series of activities binding to the financial policy carried out by the government to accelerate the handling of COVID-19 related to a threat on national economy and financial system stability. Through this program, in Article 4 and 5, the government could do not only investments and allocating funds, but also expenditure on targeted areas and tax incentives. According to the official website of Ministry of Finance, until August 31st, 2020, there was a significant increase for about 4.93% from the excise tax of tobacco. Ladies and gentlemen, for the following years, Sri Mulyani Indrawati, the Minister of Finance, had announced 10 national initiatives in the state budget for 2021. They are, number 1, building the national digital infrastructure. Number 2, improving the flow of goods and materials. Number 3, redesigning the industrial zone. Number 4, empowering the micro, small, and medium enterprises. Number 5, attracting the foreign investment. Number 6, enhancing the quality of human resources. Number 7, setting the innovative ecosystems. Number 8, providing incentives for technology investment. Number 9, accommodating the sustainability standards. And number 10, harmonizing the rules and policies. According to the state budget and the budget statement for 2021 as well, the macroeconomic indicators provides optimism for Indonesia. The economic growth would be expected at the level of 4.5 to 5.5%. This would be resulted from the uplift or enhancement of domestic consumption and investment. The rate of inflation will still be maintained at the acceptable level of 3% in order to support the people's purchasing power. Rupiah will be expected to be around 14,600 per US dollar, and the interest rate of the 10-year government securities will be expected around 7.29%. Ladies and gentlemen, our country is still struggling, and little do we know that every single effort we make really counts. To make all the government's plans succeed, we could do from smaller steps by following the health protocols, by wearing masks, washing hands to keep the hand hygiene, and practicing social distancing. We could lower the risk of COVID-19 infection. The next bigger steps is to spend our money wisely. We could tighten our budgets and spend more money on groceries, power, and internet, for we are all home. We could also spend less on gas and luxuries in order to save for the increasing power bills. Actually, during this pandemic era, we will still be able to give a hand to our neighbors and help them with anything we could. We could provide some groceries or food to lift their problems. The more we care, the more we share. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, let us show our compliance as a citizen and support the government as one. Only by our support all the programs described before could be effective. Last of all, let the world know that Indonesia is not only the 7th largest in terms of GDP, but also the #1 most generous in charity. There are no problems we could not solve. Don't we realize that Allah does not burden anyone with any trouble in which they are unable, physically or mentally, to bear? That means that regardless of the situation we have, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala is choosing us to test us with this challenge, because He knows that we can get through it, that we are strong enough. So just trust in the strength that Allah gives us, because after the storm comes a rainbow. Thank you for your attention, and don't forget to keep the good vibes with us everywhere and every time. Remember that alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. That is all from me, and this ends my speech. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.